Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, today I'm going to be channeling messages for all signs, starting with Aries and ending with Pisces in the order of the astrological calendar, starting with Aries, followed by Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and last but not least, Pisces. Intuitive friends, regardless of where you may have your placements, but especially if you have your placements in Venus, your seventh house, your fifth house, or in Juno, then these messages will be for you. I am doing a couples reading, or those of you who may be in connections or partnerships, marriages, or in a relationship. Okay. That being said, we're going to start the reading, of course, with Aries. You will find the timestamps at the end of this reading down below in the description box. So don't forget to take a look at that. That being said, intuitive friends, let's jump into the reading. Let's do a mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Awesome. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to start with Aries. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, for giving thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share this with people in your social circle who you may feel may benefit from these channeled messages. All right, intuitive friends, just making sure everything is all right. We're ready. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, or if you're Aries in any other placements on your astrological natal chart, those placements could be in your Venus or in your Juno or in your seventh or fifth houses. That being said, Aries, welcome to the channel. These messages are going to be focused on you and your partner. Okay, so whether this is a connection that's been recent or a connection that's a seasoned connection, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy in your connection, partnership, marriage, and so forth. That being said, Aries, give me 1 second. I just saw, there we go. That was partially on. All right, let's see what possible energies may be present within your connection, okay? You and your partner, or you or your significant other. What is the overall energy that may be coming in the month of May? Remember, these are your May readings, okay? Couples in Aries, there you go, fork in the road. There may be this energy here in the month of May, Aries, whether it's on your end or your partner's end or both of you. Okay, could go either way. Because it, excuse me, as I always mention, whatever affects you affects your partner. Whatever affects your partner affects you, especially if you are in a connection. So a fork in the road, there may be some conversations, especially with the fact that Venus is in Gemini. Okay, so there may be more conversations, deeper conversations about either decisions or about something that may pop up or come up in the month of May, where there's a little bit more certainty needed, clarity needed, maybe even options or choices to be made as a couple. But the fork in the road is giving this energy where that may be the major theme here for the both of you. Okay. Now, Venus is going to be in Gemini all the way until May 18th. And then that's going to switch over. It's going to switch over to Venus being in Cancer. Okay. So there may be here a more of a depth of conversation, emotional emotions, okay, emotions being shared here. Whereas Venus being in Gemini, I feel that there's more of a kind of like intellectual conversations, getting to the bottom of something here. So again, take that as it may resonate. All right, let's give more details here, Aries, for you and your partner. And you both have here flirt. It says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Oh, okay. So I was picking one and then two came out here. It says love language, quality of time, be the witness of each other's lives. All right. So you may be having conversations or topic or the theme of spending more time with each other. How can you cultivate more depth in the connection? There could be this energy here in May where both of you feel like you need to sit down and talk in providing a beautiful safe space for each other. Okay. It may be over a romantic date, a romantic dinner. But I'm getting here conversations and decisions being at play here for the both of you. All right, let's see what else is coming through. More details for Aries and their partner in the month of May. Have the Five of Cups with the Queen of Swords. I'm not surprised that that's the case. Five of Cups energy. Feeling some type of emotional loss. Maybe there is or will be here a potential conversation or bringing back a theme or a topic where someone may be feeling we're not spending enough quality time, or the romance may be feeling as it's slipping away. Okay. With the Five of Cups, there's a feeling of loss, and that loss may be triggering this either thought or emotion about sitting down and having a conversation. Okay. Finding some type of resolution or clarity in this possible energy here that may be coming up in May. Now, it doesn't have to be the quality of time. It could be any part of your connection, okay? Whether it's schedules, whether it's spending more time together, it could be in any area, right? But it will affect both of you or impact both of you, because there is someone here, either individually or together as a couple, that may feel a bit out of sorts. Okay. Remember, the Five of Cups is some type of emotional setback. There may be here a sense of regret or loss as well that may cause or create the sense of feeling like there's more clarity, or something needs to be discussed a little bit further in order for you, either individually or together as a couple, to make sense of it all. Queen of Swords energy, intelligence is going to prevail. At the top of the reading, I did mention the sense of communication, especially because Venus is going to be in Gemini until May 18th. So there is this logical, rational approach, intellectually stimulating conversations in order to get either to the bottom of something or make a decision here, because something may feel as either maybe an emotional setback, or there's something within the connection here that may feel like, okay, we need to kind of iron this out. That being said, Aries, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section and give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Up next, we have Taurus. But first, intuitive friends, as I place these messages back into the decks, I do want to say, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching for the first time, thank you so much for visiting. For those of you who are new to the channel and subscribed, well, thank you. And for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Today I'm doing couple readings, whether it's in a couple or a connection that just recently started, or one that may be, you know, a seasoned one. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Taurus. Don't forget, at the end of the readings, I will be providing timestamps. Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or a Taurus in any other parts of your astrological natal chart, and that could be Taurus in Venus, or Taurus in Juno, or Taurus in your fifth house, or Taurus in your seventh house. So if you have Taurus in any of those areas, then these messages are for you. Now, this is for the couples collective. So if you are in a connection, in a partnership, marriage, or in a connection, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection in the month of May. All right, don't forget to take a look at other placements on your astrological natal chart, Venus, Juno, fifth and seventh houses, to get more in-depth messages and in-depth details here. Okay. Also take a look at your partner's messages as well, or astrological natal placements as well. That may also give you further insight. Let's take a look here, Taurus, you and your partner here. What is the possible energy of your connection in the month of May? Go the distance. There's this energy here and this momentum coming through here for the both of you. There is this energy of like either both of you focusing on a common goal or on a common trajectory. All right. This could also be one person and the other one supporting them along the way, like cheering them on. Okay. So whether it's you or your partner, there's this feeling here of really wanting to develop something, especially with the fact that Venus is in Gemini and will remain in Gemini until May 18th. There could be conversations about how can I support you? How can we create the momentum by making decisions, conversations? What are our goals? There could be that kind of check-in and really kind of like thinking about ideas and strategies, how to move something along. This could also be talking about the energy within the connection. Someone wants to move things a little bit quicker, or both of you are looking at, again, the goal that you may have within your connection with one another. Now we're going to get more messages here, more details. All right, this came out, but it didn't flip over. So let's take a look here. What else is coming through? Taurus, and by the way, happy birthday, Taurus. It is Taurus, and of course, later in the month, it will be. Actually, no, it's it's Taurus all the way into like towards the ending of the month. It's going to switch over to Gemini. Okay, so happy birthday, Taurus. All right, let's take a look at more details here. And you have here children, all right? There may be conversations or thoughts about either amplifying the family, okay, adding an addition to the family. There may be this fiery, passionate momentum within the connection. Child, pregnancy, or children may be here, an influence within the month of May. Now, children could be, again, blending of families. Okay, there could be the sense of moving in together, or maybe going on a vacation together. This may include children. It doesn't have to, or it could be moving in and relocating with each other. It may be talking about children. It may also be talking about pets. Okay, so kind of like living under one roof, especially if there's a sense of relocation here with go to the distance. Children could also be the novice energy, the beginning energy. It's like a page energy here. So there could be the beginning mindset of either a conversation or an idea, especially because Venus is in Gemini. Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the clarity of the mind and the clarity of communication, also having to do with travel as well. So there could be conversations here about travel, about relocation, about moving, conversations surrounding children, or children that you may be either wanting or not want, whatever it is. If you want to have children or don't want to have children, I feel that there's going to be this type of movement here or surrounding this theme. Pets is also another possibility here. Okay. I'm also getting here the blended family as well. Some others of you here, you may be thinking about something and starting to talk about or move plans more in the 3D realm, meaning you're either investing money, investing time, pushing something along, dropping hints at something. This could be, let's ascend our relationship to a higher level of commitment, whether it's from your end, Taurus, or whether it's on your partner's end. Now, Taurus, Uranus just came out of your sign, so you may be feeling a sense of relief or a sense of you feeling like you can exhale. So there may be some things that are moving in a very different vibration, higher vibration, of course, but a different type of energy. Now, Taurus, if you missed the pick a card reading focusing on the blessings that may potentially be coming in your direction after this Uranus has left your sign and it is now in Gemini, then take a look at the timeless pick a card reading, because you will find that reading there if it's something that you feel may interest you. Let's get more messages here. But yeah, go the distance is coming across as both of you and your partner kind of looking at the trajectory of something or looking ahead at a common goal, maybe motivation, this sense of drive or energy here, okay? You have here the Three of Swords. There may be a little bit of a kind of push and pull energy, especially with you here, Taurus. And again, I'm not saying it's just you, but of course, it takes two to tango, but there may be someone here, whether it's you or your partner, that may wanting to speed something along. It could be trying to speed up a healing process or trying to mend something very quickly. This could also be trying to move something along a little bit quicker. Maybe you are not ready, or maybe your partner isn't ready yet. There's a sense here of the Three of Swords, of pain, sadness, disillusionment here, maybe even arguments. Maybe someone wants to take things a little slower. Someone may want to bring things up a little bit quicker. There may be a possible conversation of like, I want more children. Another person may say, well, I don't want more children. Another person may say, well, I want us to have pets. And another person may say, well, I really don't want to have pets. Okay. So there could be that type of energy here. Okay. In regards to that. So here with the Three of Swords, that is how this is feeling here. Now, Taurus, you like to have and to kind of take your time in making decisions. And especially if you feel that you're being hurried on something, or kind of like someone is trying to do something fast paced here, or like make up your mind quickly, or, or some type of energy of like rapid movement, that may create some sort of tension here, whether it's someone having that conversation with you, or whether the time has come towards where you want to bring clarity to the table, especially with Venus being in Gemini until May 18th. After May 18th is, or I should say, to like May 17th. On May 18th, Venus is going to go into Cancer. So there's going to be a little bit more of that smoothing out, or more kind of emotional type of communication here at play. But there could be someone here who's trying to speed you along in something, or you may be bringing up a topic that you want clarity on. And it may cause a little bit of friction here, possibly. All right. Now, remember that children doesn't necessarily have to be talking about like children. It could be talking about something that is in the mindset, like you're starting to think about something, or there is this conversation that started and hasn't kind of finished. There hasn't been a solution or resolution to the conversation. Eight of Cups, there is an emotional disconnect. Like I said, there could be something that was brought up in the past or recent past. And in the month of May, either you or your partner may bring that conversation back around because there's a sense of wanting to have clarity. Children being the energy here of page. So the beginner mindset. Try to see, did you change your mind? Did that person change your mind? What's the status of something? Whatever this is, the Three of Swords is talking about the pain, the sadness connected to the emotional disconnect, or putting something back on the back burner because there seems to be a lot of friction or tension here. The Four of Swords is like dropping a conversation or dropping an idea and just taking a step back to gain clarity over it. So, like I said, I feel one person may be like, this is not the right time to discuss or bring up X, Y, and Z. Another person might say, well, I want answers. I want things to have some type of solution, resolution, or clarity. I don't like living in uncertainty. So, give me some type of concrete answer. And that may create a little bit of friction here. And with the Eight of Cups, there could be this emotional disconnect between you and your partner. Now, this could be outside forces that could connect or strain or bring tension here within the connection, but this could also very well be something within your partnership or your romance and connection here. Okay, that being said, that's all I have here for you, Taurus. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, drop a rose in the comment section, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Gemini. Gemini is up next, but in the meantime, intuitive friends, as I'm placing these cards back into their proper decks, I do want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up, like, share, and subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, you should, because I do 5-minute mini readings here on my channel, and I also provide a lot of variety of content on my playlist. That being said, intuitive friends, up next, we're going to jump into Taurus. Now, if you missed your reading, either Aries or Taurus, then just bring the cursor back to the beginning. If you're watching this after the live stream, you should have timestamps at the bottom of the description box. Okay. That being said, up next we have Gemini. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Gemini in your astrological natal chart that focus on the following: whether you're a Gemini in your Venus, or a Gemini in your Juno, or a Gemini in your 5th house, or Gemini in your 7th house. And these messages are also for you. Gemini, there are, of course, May Geminis, and we're early for that. It's still Taurus season by the time that I'm doing this reading. But if you're watching this kind of like at the end of May, then happy birthday to you too, Gemini. But yeah, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection, okay, partnership, marriage, relationship in the month of May. All right. Now, Gemini, let's take a look at what may be potentially here, the energy of your connection or within your connection in the month of May. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Now, Gemini, you do have Uranus stationed in your sign, and it will be stationed in your sign all the way between 7 to 8 years. It just left Taurus, so Taurus is having this kind of exhale and sigh of relief. And now the time has come here, Gemini, where there may be a lot of shakeups in different areas of your life, especially wherever you may have Gemini placements. I will be doing a Gemini pick a card reading in regards to that Uranus shift. So stay tuned. If not, just take a look at the timeless pick a card readings and you may find one there. I haven't done it yet, but I will. All right, Gemini, you and your partner, let's see, what is the possible energy here within your connection in the month of May? And you have here Imagine. Now, Venus is in Gemini right now at the time that I'm doing this reading, and will be in Gemini until May 18th. May 18th, Venus is going to be in Cancer. So depends where you're watching or the time that you're watching this reading. There may be a little bit of different influences. I feel here with Venus being in Gemini, let's say until May 17th. So if you're watching around that time, there's this sense of having conversations or thinking about the things that you are wishing, hoping, and desiring. There's this kind of conversation about either wanting to have or see the clear picture, trying to understand where your partner's mind is at, and your partner may be wanting to know where your mind is at. Imagine is about bringing what it is that you're wishing, desiring, and yearning for into reality. But there's this sense of manifestation, either praying for it, wishing for it, wanting it, desiring it, yearning for it. Okay. Now, whether this energy is individual or individually here for you, Gemini, or just for your partner individually, or both of you together as a couple, imagine is talking about this energy of talking about, I'm also getting like wishful thinking as well. There's this like wishful thinking type of energy, very much connected to that. So there may be surrounding conversations about plans, things that you may want to see in your connection, things that you may want to explore, your goals, your belief systems. Okay. I feel that when Venus goes into Cancer, which will be May 18th, there is going to be more of this kind of, you know, energy here where it's more about the emotions. Okay, like where's your heart in, what you know, what are we planning for the future, that type of energy. But it's more of the depth of the emotions here. Okay, once Venus goes into Cancer, because it's a water sign. Yeah, stay optimistic about your love life. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Again, validation, confirmation, the sense of wishing, desiring, having conversations, staying optimistic. There may be very positive energy here within the month of May. Not only positive thinking, like I said, because of that Venus in Gemini until May 18th, but also here the depth of the conversations that will be had once Venus goes into Cancer on May 18th. So there may be this kind of like the positivity and the romance of the connection, as well as those conversations. Now, let's see what other details may be coming through here. I'm also getting here like creating vision boards together. That may be something that may come through here as well. What are both of your goals within the connection? What is the next phase, the next milestone? All right. So there's this energy of, like I said, of wishful thinking here and even manifesting and beautiful optimism here within the both of you. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't going to be a rainy day here or there, but the majority of the energy, it's more about this optimistic, seeing the glass full rather than half empty here in the month of May. You do have here the Strength card, and like I said, yes, it's going to be beautiful, but there may be a little bit of a struggle here in trying to manage something that may be either a pattern of behavior, a shadow self, some sense of restriction, or attachment here of some sort, because I'm pointing here to the Lion. Okay. Now, the Strength card in tarot is ruled by Leo, so I feel that there may be a little bit of some issue or situation, circumstance, or event that may need to be managed, negotiated on, compromised, discussed, given some type of clarity here as well with Imagine. But it's going to be confronted with a sense of, mental strength, emotional strength, spiritual strength, energetic strength. There's a sense of trying to tame a little bit of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited belief, or taming a situation by gaining more clarity and seeing the positive side of something rather than the negative side of something. So I feel it's like, well, what can we do? What are some solutions and resolutions? How can we clear something here that doesn't feel quite right, or feels like a little bit like we need to gain some sense of certainty on? Okay. Now, Lamb is giving this energy of peace. So mental peace, emotional peace, Okay. Also here at the forefront, you have here the Six of Pentacles. Not surprised this is here because I did talk about that Venus in Gemini. So there could be about having a conversation about actions. What are you putting into the connection that's going to help strengthen it? And maybe your partner asking you, well, what are you willing to do in order to strengthen our connection or to eliminate either the self-doubt or some type of managing of a situation, circumstance, or event that may be coming up in the month of May. I do feel that this is going to be handled in a very positive way. There could also be here discussions about sharing resources. There could be tangible resources or money being discussed here, like especially if it's this beautiful optimism here, there could be like more money coming in either on your end or your partner's end, or talking about finances and resources here. How can you either share them, manage them better, or the support that may be needed here, maybe you supporting your partner supporting you emotionally, maybe energetically, maybe giving them a hand in something here. But there is this beautiful energy of a strong sense of positivity here, and both of you looking at how can you be more supportive for your person and your person being more supported for you. I feel that if there were issues in the past or recent past, okay, here Gemini, they may be again kind of sorted out, and there may be something coming back into balance or trying to bring something back into balance. That being said, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Drop a rose in the comment section if you feel that these main messages resonate as May unfolds. That being said, Gemini, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Cancer. But before I jump into Cancer's reading, intuitive friends, welcome. For those of you who are watching live, thank you so much for giving me those thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you missed one of the readings here for that I've been, I already did Aries and Taurus and Gemini. So if you miss those, just bring that cursor all the way back to the beginning of the readings, or the live, I should say, and you'll be able to catch up because you're still in the nick of time of catching up in those areas. Remember, intuitive friends, don't only just look at your sun sign, look at your other placements on your astrological natal chart. Okay. What I'll do later is I'll place Cafe Astrology link, which I always bring up. Say it's a free resource. If you know your exact time of birth, then use it. If not, just click unknown, but you're still going to get messages. Okay. At the bare minimum, you're going to find out what planet you have in your Venus. I'm sorry, what astrological sign you have in your Venus, right? So that could always be very helpful. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the next reading, and that is, of course, for Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Cancer in other placements on your astrological natal chart, focusing on love, relationships, and partnerships. And those areas are as follows. If you have Cancer in your Venus, or Cancer in your Juno, or Cancer in your 5th house, or Cancer in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. If you're interested in learning more about me, just look down below in the description box, and there you will see my credentials. All right, Cancer, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy for your connection. That's you and your partner, whether it's been just recently or whether it's a seasoned connection. Either way, I'm going to be channeling messages here focusing on that energy. Now, blessed and fate. Interesting. Destiny, fate. It's coming across as that Wheel of Fortune energy in tarot. May seems like it's going to be a very good month, and I'm going to tell you why. Talk about validation confirmation. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons. One of which, it's because Venus is entering Cancer on May 18th. So although Venus will be in Gemini, and it's been in Gemini from April 24th through April 17th or 18th, once May 18th rolls around, Venus is going to be in Cancer. So it's going to bring some sort of blessing in your direction. It's going to bring this sense of feeling like, wow, something is different. We feel more connected. We feel that there's more of an emotional depth within the connection. So there you go. I feel like I'm hearing here like you're going to count your blessings. Okay. Now, does it mean that there's going to be zero issues? No, it just means that there's a higher tendency for there to be more auspicious energy and flow within your connection. Okay, Cancer? So blessed is here. And remember, excuse me, I shuffled it already, but fates was right behind it. So there's this sense of serendipitous situations, circumstances, events turning in a direction that may seem or feel very positive. Now let's add more details here, Cancer, and let's see what else is coming through for you and your partner. Remember, take a look at your partner's astrological sign, and if you know your partner's placements, take a look at that too. Also, take a look at your other placements: Gemini, Juno, Venus. I don't know why I said Gemini. Maybe some of you have a Gemini. And if you do, Uranus is in Gemini. So just giving you a heads up on that. But yeah, look at that. Some of you, there is an ascending your level of commitment in some way, shape, or form. If you're already married, hold on. Your message is coming up. If you're not in a committed connection, it doesn't have to be marriage. Okay. So if you're not in a committed connection yet, but you're getting to know this person, okay, you're like in a connection, you're talking to someone, you feel it's moving along, you've had several dates, you've been together for 6 months or less, there may be here talks about getting out of the casual talking friendship stage and moving things up a notch. Okay, possibility here. For those of you who have been in your connection for quite some time, okay, this is a seasoned connection, and both of you are exploring the next level. For some of you, it's moving in together. For others of you, it's proposal. For others of you, are marriage. I feel that there may be conversations here, or even perhaps, if not conversations about the future, it could be conversations about, well, how do you feel about moving in together? How do you feel about us, years from now, or our future together? It's this energy here of the stability and harmonious energy of trying to either solidify a commitment or bring up and ascend a committed partnership. For those of you who are already married, you've been living with a partner for quite some time, it's a seasoned connection. You've been together for quite some time. There's this beautiful blessing that may be coming in your direction. There may be some sense of surprise or some sense of I'm getting here like something unexpected that's going to bring both of you either closer together, or there's a sense of like celebrating either a milestone. It could be here children as well, doesn't have to be, but it could be children. It could be both of you kind of going up a notch, or going up in roles here, perhaps in career or in other areas. But there's a sense here of some really good like a surprise, like an unexpected gift. I wouldn't even be surprised if you get the Wheel of Fortune here, because it's giving the energy here of the Wheel of Fortune. But let's take a look here at more clarity. Give me more clarity for Cancer and their partner. Yeah, look at that. It could be, I just said children. For some of you, there may be an unexpected pregnancy, okay? A blessing in disguise here, okay? For some of you, it's been something that you've been hoping, wishing, and praying for quite some time. For others of you, it may be a beautiful surprise, an unexpected surprise. So the Empress here, it's ruled by Venus. So as I said at the top of the reading, with Venus being in Gemini between April 24th and May 17th to the 18th, and then Venus entering in your sign, Cancer, okay, on May 18th, this could bring a very beautiful, auspicious blessing or auspicious high vibrational energy. It could bring an unexpected surprise. It could bring some sense of good luck as well. All right. The Empress is slow moving energy because it's about growth. Oh, by the way, here you go. You have Two of Pentacles right behind it. So it's going to be about, what did I say? Didn't I say I wouldn't be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune is here? There you go. Yeah, there's going to be some sense of a turnaround here, but it's like positive. It's like you're getting like a free spin on life. You're getting, or you may be getting an opportunity that's coming in your way. It may be, children. It may be getting a pet together. It may be more romance, more of a flirtatious energy, more magnetism, more alignment in your connection. Now, you do have here the Two of Pentacles. I feel that there's going to possibly be here one or two things. Either there's going to be this whirlwind of things just coming unexpectedly, or an opportunity coming in unexpectedly, and then having to figure out how you're going to embrace this beautiful blessing or this beautiful unexpected event or unexpected news. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, it's positive, but it might be a surprise from the universe. Okay, remember, right after Bless, you had Fates. So there's something about divine timing coming in at play, and perhaps now you have choices to make, okay, in regards to what this beautiful blessing may be. This could be having conversations about how to, again, strengthen your connection, create a stronger alignment, more romance, more auspicious energy here, okay? Sense of improvement or progress here coming along. There may be some choices involved here, okay? It may be a matter of like your heart and your heart and your head, or for others of you here, there's going to be this sense of busyness, all right? But whatever it is a beautiful energy, because the Empress is here. Again, the Empress is ruled by Venus. Remember, the Empress energy is a productive stage. So there may be this energy here of abundance and prosperity in something that you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring. Maybe even your dreams coming true, either individually or together as a couple. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate with you throughout the month of May. Up next, we have Leo. But before I jump into Leo's reading, I do want to say here, intuitive friends, thank you so much for the thumbs up, like, share, and for subscribing. If you've subscribed during this live stream, thank you so much and welcome. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Remember, take a look at your May readings. It's a very detailed reading. I'm focusing on actually 4 areas, okay? So if you haven't taken a look at your May readings, please do so. I also have a pick a card reading that just came out recently as well about love lessons. So take a sneak peek at the timeless pick a card reading, as well as there may be more messages in that sector as well, and in other sectors that the timeless pick a card reading focus on. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Leo on other aspects of your astrological natal chart, for example, you have Leo in Venus, or you may have Leo in Juno, or you may have Leo in your 5th house, or you may have Leo in your 7th house, then these messages are for you. Leo, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection, your relationship, your partnership, whether it's been, whether you're in the beginning phases of your connection, or whether you are a seasoned in a season's connection, then these messages are for you. If you're interested in learning more about me, take a look down below. All my links are down below. Let's jump into the reading here, Leo. Leo, by the way, I did a pick a card reading focusing on Uranus exiting Taurus. And of course, you're a fixed sign, Leo. So that Uranus may have affected you as well, just because you're a fixed sign. So if you're interested in finding out what possible blessings may be now opening up for you now that Uranus left Taurus, then take a look at that timeless pick a card reading focusing on the fixed signs. Okay. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and drop a rose if those messages resonate. Okay. I did it as a pick a card reading. So that's going to be, let your intuition be your guide. All right, let's see, Leo, you and your partner, what may be possibly unfolding here? What energy may be within your connection here in the month of May? You have never-ending stories, something feeling a little bit difficult here. Imagine is right behind it. I feel that there is a sense of, here we go again. Or, you know what, something isn't moving, or we're having difficulties, we're bumping heads. Okay. Now, Venus is in Gemini, or has been in Gemini since April 24th all the way to May 18th. So that's number one. Number two, on May 18th is going to come out of Gemini. It's going to go into Cancer. All right. So I feel that there's going to be this energy of something feeling like, let's have a chat about something. Or there could be here triggers, whether it's you experiencing the trigger here, Leo, or your partner feeling like they're being triggered. Okay. Feeling the trigger. But either way, there's an energy of some type of drama, conversation, disagreement, disappointment, sense of a disillusionment here with the never-ending story. This could also be talking about conversations or topics that are a little dicey or a little difficult to have. And this may be here, Leo, that you or your partner may be bringing something up from the past or recent past, or rehashing something. As I said, Venus is in Gemini. So there's a sense of wanting or trying to gain clarity of something, or trying to come up with a solution or resolution. Okay. We'll see what else is coming through to give more clarity here to your reading. All right, Leo, let's see you and your partner. Let's see what may possibly be coming through in the month of May. You have here, release your acts. Okay. Now, multiple, messages are coming through. Number one, there could be a sense here of either you, Leo, or your partner feeling a sense of jealousy here. Whether there's this sense of like, is there a possibility for your ex to come back into into the mix, back into your life? Or someone that you, Leo, may have talked with in the past or recent past. Or this could be reversed. Your partner, okay, you are worried about someone from the past coming back into their, into the dynamic here. It could be a past partner, especially if you, Leo, if you have children with a prior partner, or if your partner has children with a prior partner. There could be this sense here of like someone here, whether you or your partner, feeling like someone from the past is trying to meddle in your connection. Okay, so this is a possibility here that's coming through. There could be some sort of drama about, doesn't have to be about an ex, but it could very well be a topic of conversation or a very kind of touchy subject here that may come back around in the month of May and have this feeling like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Or, we can't find a common ground or a solution or resolution in regards to whatever this is. Now you have two different cards from two different decks having the same energetic expression here of like, I'm tired of this, or I'm stressed, or I'm frustrated, and I just want either clarity, I want answers, or I want this to stop, or I want some type of resolution or solution. Okay, let's gain more clarity here, especially with Venus in Gemini. There may be more intellectually stimulating conversations here, conversations that may spark a sense of having to go back to rethink something, or to gain more clarity here in whatever this conversation may be about, this decision may be about, or this possible situation, circumstance, or event. Okay, Leo? Let's get more messages here. I also feel here that there could be some sense of jealousy here, or a sense of insecurity. Now, it doesn't have to be jealousy, it doesn't have to be that, but for some of you, it's coming across as like, yeah, there's this kind of like, it may not even be the both of you. It may be, especially if there's like a third party where it's like your partner has an ex, or you have an ex, like especially if you have like children. It's like that person trying to meddle in, and it's like, here we go again. You know, whether it's you saying, here we go again, another connection where I'm feeling, you know, a storyline playing out the same way, or your partner feeling that way about you. All right. So, yeah, never ending story, something that feels like it's not clear, or something here that feels like it's drama coming in. The time has come to clear your energy. Yep. Through clear conversations, solutions, resolutions, there is this sense of being able to lessen that energy here in the month of May. Let's gain more clarity here, intuitive friends. Leo, let's see what's coming through here. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, lots of conversations, lots of thoughts, rushing of ideas, okay, impulsivity. This could even be a sense of having an impulsive, knee-jerk reaction to some sort of trigger topic or past experience, okay? Maybe someone here hasn't healed from something in the past or recent past, and that bringing something up. Now, beautiful energy here with the Ace of Cups. And so, as I said before, and if I think I said it already, but if I haven't, Venus will be in Cancer on May 18th. Things can, you know, there's this sense of things shifting in as a brand new start. There may be here some type of compromise that both of you settle on. And by the way, you're right here, right behind the King of Wands energy. There may be a compromise that both of you come towards, okay, or a brand new solution or resolution in whatever this never ending story, and whatever it is about releasing or cutting the cords about a person, situation, circumstance, event, topic, or theme that is a little touchy here, or comes across as a knee-jerk reaction of a trigger. So the Ace of Cups is saying you may turn over a new leaf. There's a sense of emotional maturity and emotional intelligence coming into the mix. I feel that that may be the case here, especially if this energy is resonates for you towards the middle, and towards the middle or ending of May, where Venus is going to be in Cancer, and there may be this sense of more of deeper conversations, more romance, more emotional alignment, okay? Connecting deeper with the emotion, so that there is a sense of either reconciliation, reunion, or starting fresh or brand new. The Ace of Cups is the flourishing of love. It's love prevailing, even though that there are kind of challenging energies here. Love will prevail as long as both of you are on board here in regards to coming up with new ways, and new ways to express your emotions, to share your vulnerability, and to have a fresh, clean start. And especially if there's something here about forgiveness, really forgiving the person and then not bringing that topic up again. So if this is some sense of an apology, whether it's asking for an apology or an accepting an apology, make sure that there's a lot of clarity here in whatever it is, so that there's nothing left unsaid or unspoken, or nothing left, you know, kind of in a gray area, because the more that you clear it, the more there's going to be this fresh new start energy, especially with matters of the heart or emotions here between you, Leo, and your partner. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful, okay? Especially here, look, Ace of Cups with never ending story. There's a sense of a resolution or a mending, a fixing of whatever this may be. That being said, Leo, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so that when I upload new content, look at this. Mending just flipped over. Yeah, mending or fixing. So when I upload new messages or new content, you are the first to know. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much, Leo. Up next, we have Virgo. But before I jump into Virgo's reading, intuitive friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lexa Tarot. If you're curious to learn more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. Intuitive friends, up next, we have Virgo. Remember, intuitive friends, take a look at your May readings. They're all there, and it's a very detailed type of May reading, so I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on that. That lets me know that you are enjoying the channel messages. Up next, we have Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Virgo in other placements on your astrological natal chart, those placements are as follows. If you have Virgo in Venus, or Virgo in Juno, or Virgo in your 7th house, or Virgo in your 5th house, then these messages are also for you. Okay, Virgo, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on possible energy that may be present within your connection in the month of May. Now, if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All right, Virgo, let's jump straight into your reading. Let's see what may be possibly unfolding here, what possible energy may be present or may be unfolding in the month of May. All right, you have here poised. You and your partner may feel a bit more confident in the connection. Let's see here. There could be here some sense of support, either you supporting your partner supporting you. Okay, feeling like there's this kind of new life. There's a sense of confidence, feeling like things are falling into place, or really seeing an improvement or progress in something connected to your connection or your relationship here in the month of May. Okay, so there's a sense here. I'm also getting a sense of like celebration as well. So there may be here a celebratory either event, news, or something happening maybe on your end individually, maybe in work, maybe money, or maybe on your partner's end. But it affects both of you, and both of you it affects in a very positive way. So there's this sense of feeling really good about a situation, circumstance, or event, or some type of shift happening here that's going to be a pleasant one. Okay, let's get more details here in regards to your reading. And you have here new love, like I said, new life, new energy, more romance. Okay, more physical touch, wink wink. Okay, there could be more passion here between you and your partner in the month of May. As I said, with newness, there could be a new news. There could be a turn of events in a very positive way, a sense of progress, a sense of improvement. You could be getting some sort of good news, like a congratulations type of thing here. There may be a pleasant surprise, whether individually or together as a couple. So that is looking very good. It says here, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Because this is a couple reading, I don't feel that it may be more like a new person. It feels more like a new energy within the connection is going to stir the feelings here of more romance, more passion, increased emotional connections here, especially with the fact that Venus will be entering Cancer on May 18th. So there could be a deeper sense of emotional connection between the both of you. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you and your partner here, Virgo, okay? More clarity, you have the Two of Pentacles and the World card. Now, let's talk a little bit about something here, okay? Because that gave a little bit more clarity. And by the way, you have the Queen of Swords right after that World card. So let's chat about this. I'm getting two different messages here. For some of you, okay, for some of you who are in your connection and things are good and it feels like it's stable and things are moving along, then I feel that, you know, again, there may be a little bit of feeling like there's more responsibility and things to do, maybe at work, maybe within your connection. But there's this sense here of newness within your connection. Okay. So there's this sense like, yeah, you know, we can, you know, we've had our trials and tribulations, but we've made it through. But here's the thing, there may be others of you where if you've been feeling like things are not the same, that the connection has been a little rocky, that there has been some type of growth, and both of you are no longer aligned to the same goals, to the same trajectory, to the same motivation, ambition, and end goals here. There may be a different type of shift, and new love may be a factor here. Okay. Now, for those of you who feel like there's rockiness, some type of rocky road here happening in the month of May, you may be confronted whether with a decision or a selection. Should I stay and continue to build, or should I go and have a brand new life with a brand new partner, with this sense of like newness here, because I want to close the chapter in my current connection because it may not be working out, and I want to open the door to a brand new start. Now, again, these messages take them as it may resonate, but for some of you here, Virgo, like I need to close the chapter, and it may be this energy here where something, you know, something is just becoming too chaotic, it's too much work, or you know, there isn't an equal give and take here with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there's this sense of like too much on the plate, too many issues, too many problems, too many, uh, you know, disagreements here. And there's this possible energy of like, well, what do I do? Okay, do I allow myself to break free from the connection? Here with the World card, close one connection to open a brand new chapter in my life where I don't feel so stressed and so bombarded, okay, with fill in the blank, whatever this may be, where it could be here the sense of new love. Okay, you want something new. It could be someone at a distance here. Virgo doesn't have to be, but the World card feels like a person who's at a distance here, or a connection that may be a little farther from you, if that resonates. If there has been someone here on your mind, especially because your connection is not going in the right way, I feel that that's in the mix here. Okay. So you're juggling. Do I stay with my current partner and work things out, or should I move to a different direction? Now, again, this, you know, message may not be for everyone, but I cannot help but say that, especially with new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings here. So whether that's on your end, Virgo, or whether that be on your partner's end, if there's a little bit of rough waters here, especially with the fact that Venus is in Gemini until the 18th, and then of course is going to switch into Cancer later on in that month, it may create a little bit of this kind of awareness that maybe you haven't been taking a look at, or your partner hasn't taken a look at, right? So for those of you who feel like, nope, we're good, things are going great, I don't feel like that applies to us, then that's fine, because the Two of Pentacles is saying that there is an energy here of balancing something with your connection, and maybe finding that sense of clarity, confidence, and new start or new beginning here with the World card. Remember, the World card closes one chapter, opens up a new one. It could also be physical travel. So there may be plans of taking a trip together, plans of visiting someone or someone visiting you. Okay, so the World card is coming through. Remember, the World card is ruled by Saturn. So there's the sense of, responsibilities and discipline, or the discipline that it takes in order to tackle the responsibilities here together as partners. Remember, Two of Pentacles, you're juggling either individually or as a couple. Something here is coming in like there's lots to do, and support may be necessary. And for those of you who feel like things are going great, again, like I said at the top of the reading, new love is not so much about like someone else coming in, but rather both of you finding a refreshing energy and creating more romance within your connection. Okay. But like I said, for others of you, there's a definite decision here. Do I stay or do I go? That being said, I hope that these messages resonated here for you, Virgo, and whichever side of this possible energy that may be coming through here for the month of May. Thank you so much, Virgo, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Libra. But before I jump into Libra's reading, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you. Thank you for stopping by, for giving me a thumbs up, like, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. For those of you who just subscribed today, I want to say thank you for that. I hope that you are enjoying the messages here, and don't forget to join me during my 5-minute mini readings. And I do that only for my subscribers, so make sure that you subscribe and you turn on your notification bell. But I also have a lot of variety here on my playlist, so you could take a look through that, especially for those of you who just subscribed, and welcome. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Let's jump into the next reading, and that is for Libra. Hello, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Libra on other aspects of your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you, especially in the parts of your astrological chart that focus on love. And that is if you have Libra in your Venus, or Libra in your Juno, or Libra in your 5th or 7th houses, then these messages are also for you, Libra. Remember, Libra, down below in the description box, I have my credentials there if you're interested. And this is for your May reading, okay? So let's take a look here, Libra. What is the possible energy of your connection in the month of May? What's going on here for you potentially unfolding between you and your partner? And don't forget, also take a look at your partner's astrological sign. And if you know their placements in Venus or their Juno or their 5th or 7th houses, also take a look and see, as that may also give you additional details. All right, Libra, let's take a look here at what possible, not surprised that's here. You have the Thinker, especially with the fact here, Libra, that Venus is in Gemini and has been in Gemini since April 24th all the way through May 18th. On May 18th, Venus is going to switch into Cancer. So with Venus being in Gemini and Gemini also being an air sign, just like you, Libra, there is a sense of looking or thinking, or like looking into something, not so much with your eyes, but with your thoughts, like thinking about something, focusing on something, trying to analyze something. It may be also this energy of being overly critical on something here. So there may be a situation, circumstance, or event that may be coming up in the month of May where there may be really in-depth talks about something. There could be a boost here of doing like a check-in, like, what are your thoughts on this? And you asking, what are your thoughts on that? and really seeing if the superficial chemistry or connection can go deeper. Is there some type of apprehension here in the month of May? Are there some topics here that you want to explore a little further? Is there something that you may have seen as a couple, or kind of something like not adding up and you kind of wondering about it and saying, I think we should talk about this, or I think we should revisit this? It could be something that's been on your mind for quite some time. So I don't feel that for some of you, it could be something new, but for others, the fact that you have that 4 there, remember 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So 8 is the infinity sign. So there could be here some things that you are keeping in your thoughts for quite some time. I'm like doing the infinity symbol here on the side. So something that's been on your mind for quite some time, or your partner's mind for quite some time. And there's this sense here of either wanting to talk about it, clear it up, or gain more clarity, okay, about what this is. This could also be some type of decisions here that either you feel like you're being confronted with, or your partner may be confronted with. It could also be a decision or a solution that needs to get kind of taken care of in order to bring more stability here within your connection. Remember, the number 4 is about stability. It's about harmonious stability. So whatever here may be either piquing your interest or your partner's interest, or piquing your curiosity or your partner's curiosity, it's coming through as the sense of paying some, and it could also be paying close attention to something here also. Maybe a conversation, maybe what you said, maybe what your partner said. But there's a sense of like looking deeper. Soulmates. There could be even thought-provoking questions, and you have disguise. Hold on a second. That changes the context here a little bit, because there could be some of you who feel that this connection that you are in the month of May is very emotionally strong, but you may be keeping or guarding your emotions. You may be repressing or suppressing your emotions. You may be getting too caught up in your mind and not allowing yourself to share your thoughts, your concerns, or your feelings about something. If it's not you here, Libra, it could be your partner, okay? Lots of emotions, but someone here is wearing a mask, meaning someone here is not being as transparent as they should, or they're not sharing their thoughts or emotions as easily as maybe they did in the past or recent past. There's this energy here, especially here with soulmate, and I'm going to read what soulmate says. It says, you have found your romantic counterpart. So you feel that there is an alignment here. However, there may be either this energy in the month of May where both of you need to cultivate a safe space where you or your partner can feel like they can share their thoughts, their opinions, their ideas, okay, about whatever this may be. So I feel that intellectually stimulating conversations are going to be needed here, so that nothing is up in the air, okay? So communication is going to be super, super important here, either to get yourself out of your head or to get your partner out of your head. Okay, there could be some type of like, and for some of you, maybe there's a contrast also, because some of you were like, well, at the beginning we were so lovey-dovey and we just, completed each other's sentences, and there was a lot of this flirtatious chemistry, and now it just doesn't feel the same. Now I feel like there's this iciness or silent treatment, or maybe even the sense of like feeling an emotional disconnect. So here with disguise, it says some elements of this relationship are hidden, whether it's hidden thoughts, emotions, or whether it's hidden plans also. Something happening behind the scenes that either you may not know about or your partner may not know about. There's a sense of revelation here coming through in the month of May. For others of you, if it's not revealing itself naturally, you're going to inquire about it. So whether it's that your partner starts asking you a lot of questions because they feel that emotional disconnect, or whether it's you asking your partner those questions because you feel an emotional disconnect. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. You have the Fool card, a new beginning, opening a new chapter, 10 of Pentacles, harmony. Remember I said the fours or orb are about the harmonious stability within a connection. There may be more talks on how to build a stronger foundation, a stronger connection within your relationship, within your partnership, within your marriage, with you and your partner. Okay, others of you may feel like, you know what, this is the one. And there may be here talks about, and, you know, I feel here that like one person may not know why these talks are happening, but it's because either you or your partner may be assessing marriage, moving in together, children, stepping up or, you know, stepping up or ascending the relationship to a higher level of commitment. There may be a little bit of like, lack of transparency, but there could be here like a surprise. Okay, so it could be leveling up as well. Remember, 10 of Pentacles energy is long-lasting longevity here. Okay, so long-term investment. So there could be like a, you know, proposal, or there could be like talks of marriage. And it's just to see, you know, are we on the same wavelength? Because the Fool card is saying here that whether it's you, Libra, or whether it's your partner, there's a sense of wanting to explore a new chapter. Okay, so exploring a new chapter where there's more commitment, where there's more stability, where there's, you know, less ambiguity or less vague unclarity, you know, something not being clear, and more of like a deeper foundation here. With the Fool card popping up, just so you know, Libra, Uranus is in Gemini, and with, you know, it's going to be in Gemini for about 7 to 8 years. So that may bring a ripple effect in the air signs here. Okay, so there may be this ripple effect that you may be feeling as well. I feel here with this Fool card, you or your partner may be very much thinking about moving in a new direction, leveling something up. It could be talking about relocation, relocating to a new city, town, state, country, whether it's career, whether it's your home life, whether it's your residence, your home, or whether it's a emotional leveling up here in regards to marriage, moving in together, proposal, you know, leveling up here of sorts. Okay. But the important part here, Libra, it's going to be super important for you to be transparent on questions up to chance, or there's nothing left. So you can have as much clarity and assurance as possible. This could be vice versa. Your partner also, you know, asking you a lot of questions and trying to kind of, you know, pick your brain and see where your mind is at here. You know, where are your thoughts in regards to the next level here? Okay. So that is also coming through here for you. That being said, Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Up next, it's Scorpio, but before I jump into Scorpio's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friend, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for your thumbs up and your likes. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at your May readings, as they are already up, and they're very, very detailed this month. So I hope that you enjoy that. And how do I know that you enjoy it? Well, by dropping a thumbs up, giving me a thumbs up, and also hyping the reading. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whether you are a Scorpio in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, relationships, and those areas are, if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Scorpio in Venus, or a Scorpio in your Juno, or a Scorpio in your 5th house, or a Scorpio in your 7th house, and these messages are also for you. Scorpio, my name is Lexa Tarot, and if you're interested in learning more about me or my client testimonials, take a look down below because my credentials are there. That being said, Scorpio, this is a couples reading, and I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection in the month of May. Now, this is a couples reading, but I do want to mention here, Scorpio, Uranus just got out of Taurus. I did a great pick a card reading focusing on the next chapter in your life because you are also a fixed sign. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, I did a pick a card reading to take a look at how Uranus may be bringing beautiful blessings in your direction. So be sure to also take a look at that. For right now, at this moment in time, though, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on you, Scorpio, and your partner, and the possible energy here that may be unfolding within your connection in the month of May. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's coming through here for you and your partner. What may be the energy here unfolding or the energy within your connection in the month of May? Scorpio, you have here poised, and right behind it, you have by the book. Some things are starting to progress. The dust is, finally settling, especially with the fact, like I mentioned a little while ago, that Uranus has come out of Taurus and it is now in Gemini. And that makes a rippling effect because it does affect the other fixed signs. So even if you don't have Taurus on your astrological natal chart in other placements, there may be some shifts that you may have felt during those 7 to 8 years. Okay. And that brings us back to your love life. And so here, Scorpio, there may be a feeling of you and your partner coming across like, oh, I can finally breathe. I can finally feel like it's not so, heavy in the connection. Things may be moving smoother. There may be more optimism. There may be this sense of like feeling like you're leveling up in your connection, some sense of progress or improvement here. Okay. Now let's take a look at more messages here. And let's get you more details. So yeah, poise is the sense of confidence. You feel really good, or your partner may feel really good here. There could be a congratulations in order here in the month of May in some way, shape, or form, whether it's individually that you accomplish something here, Scorpio, or whether this is an accomplishment maybe on your partner's side, or whether both of you are accomplishing a milestone within your connection. But here, Scorpio, poised is you and your partner feeling more optimistic and feeling more confident. All right, when that happens. Now, I do want to say here, Scorpio, I want to say Virgo also had this poise card in their reading. So if that may resonate with you, you may want to take a look also at that Virgo reading. Virgo, of course, being an earth sign. So I don't know, there may be some messages there for you as well. Worth waiting for. Okay. And right behind it, attraction. Yeah, there may be this feeling that you've been waiting for a while. For some of you, especially if this is a brand new connection, you feel like, okay, I feel like my love life is getting a little bit better. I feel like, I feel good with the person that I'm with, and the person that you're with maybe feeling really good, especially if it's a connection that's just starting out. For those of you who are in a season's connections, I'm coming to your message in a minute. But for those of you who are like just starting this connection, you've been waiting a while for something to feel either this good or for you to feel this confident or optimistic within a connection, whether it's you or your partner. Now, for those of you who are in seasons connections, there's a sense of like, as you've been waiting for things to unfold, where you have gone through many different seasons, okay? A relationship should go through many different seasons before something becomes, look at that validation confirmation, just saw that flash here on my camera on the other side. But the more that you have spent time together and you've gone through those seasons, you may be feeling, or your partner may be feeling, you know what, it was worth putting in the effort, the consistency, and the tenacity and the determination in this connection with my partner. Whether you've been together for a couple of years or whether you've been together for many, many years, poised with worth waiting for is that there's this sense of divine timing here, and you reaping the rewards of having to be patient and now reaping the rewards here potentially in the month of May. All right, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. King of Wands with the Page of Cups. Some of you are like, this feels too good to be true. And you have here the Seven of Swords. So there's a little bit of like, I want to evaluate a little bit further. Seven of Swords, there may be here some sense of feeling like something needs a little bit more clarity, more time, or more certainty. Okay, again, the Seven of Swords was right behind here, the Page of Cups. There may be this feeling here at times in the month of May where you're like, it feels really good, it feels too good to be true, but let me give something more time. And as I allow things to unfold in the divine timing of things, I'm also going to allow myself to get out of my kind of head and really believe that maybe this time around it's something that is more positive, or that we're entering a very positive stage or milestone here in the month of May. So wherever you may be with that. The Page of Cups is you following your heart and your intuition, your partner perhaps following their heart and their intuition as well. Okay, so it could be both of you. With the King of Wands, like I said, especially here, it giving more clarity to poise, there's a sense of feeling fired up, energized, feeling confident, feeling like, my partner's very attractive, or a lot of confidence within the self, feeling like, I know I look good, I know I feel very confident, I feel very attractive. There's this go-getter energy, there's this kind of energized flirtation type of energy happening here, Scorpio, where it feels, and I'm just gonna call it like I see it, especially if this is a connection that's, you've been together, like, I'm getting like 6 to 9 months or less. Okay, so 6 to 9 months or less. There's a lot of passion, attraction, and chemistry, and a lot of romantic feelings, where it feels like that's kind of like the superficial, it's like the honeymoon phase. So it's like, yes, like, how people feel at the beginning of a connection where everything is like rosy. Okay, you're seeing things through rose-colored glasses. And this may say, for some of you who are in the early stages of the connection, yeah, you feel really good, and it's not to say that it's not, but it's to say, give something a little bit more time before you rush into any next steps here. Okay, for those of you who are in seasons connections, the King of Wands energy, I feel that there's a lot of, again, flirtatious energy, magnetism, spark, passion, this boost of energy within your connection, maybe even feeling like there's a reignited passion between you and your partner. And I'm getting here, there could be some unexpected blessings here, or celebrations, or kind of a celebratory improvement here in some way, shape, or form, whether it's individually or together as a couple. That being said, Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And for those of you who are still watching me here live, welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, support. Don't forget to take a look at the May readings. They're all there for you. And of course, here, Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Up next, we have Sagittarius. But before I jump into Sagittarius reading, I do want to say hello to my intuitive friends who are joining us here in this live stream. Thank you so much for your support, your love, and your loyalty. My name is Lexa Tarot, for those of you who are new to the channel, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. All right, let's jump to the next reading here, and that's going to be for Sagittarius. If you missed your other placements, no worries. I will be placing timestamps later today, so no worries about that. That being said, for those of you who are following here the live, so I'm going to do Sagittarius next, then Capricorn, Aquarius, then Pisces. All right. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Sagittarius anywhere on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, relationships, okay, and connections, then these messages are for you. If you have placements in Sagittarius in your Venus or Sagittarius in your Juno or Sagittarius in your 5th house or Sagittarius in your 7th house, then these messages are for you. Okay, Sagittarius, for you and your partner. All right, my name is Lexa Tarot. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Okay, all my links are down below. That being said, Sagittarius, let's jump straight into your reading, as today I am channeling messages focusing on the possible energies of your connections in the month of May. Okay, in the month of May, make a couple messages here. What may be coming through for you and your partner. Now, if you know your partner's placements, take a look also at their reading because you may get more details. For you and your partner here, Sagittarius, you have the Fates. Wow. The Fates and happy. There may be a very beautiful blessing or unfolding here potentially happening for you and your partner in the month of May, whether it's on your end, Sagittarius, or maybe on your partner's end, or this improvement, progress, or kind of like the Wheel of Fortune energy here spinning and giving you and your partner this sense of good luck or serendipitous events, lucky break. It's beautiful. Okay, it's destiny. It's the inevitable. Okay, it's fate here stepping in and co-creating with you and your partner in regards to this beautiful energy. So there may be an energy of improvement or progress in the month of May. There may also be here something coming back around, but coming back around in a way that it's more either optimistic, it's either the right time or the right place. It could be connected, or it may seem it's very coincidental. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that coincidences are the universe really kind of yelling out there in a way that it could catch our attention. So what you may think is coincidence, it may be destiny or fate saying, pay attention here, because something here is rolling back into your connection or flowing into your partnership where fate, destiny may be at play here. Okay, so there you go. Let's see what possibly that may be connected to. So we're going to get more messages here and more clarity. So again, you have fates and destiny. It does feel like the kind of Wheel of Fortune type of energy here, where there's this energy of like the right time at the right place, and the opportunity unfolds itself here. Okay, so it's in matters of the heart between you and your partner. All right, it could also be a blessing, something that you've been waiting for a very long time, where divine timing has been at play. You have flirt there. Is there anything at? Yeah. Okay. So there may be here more chemistry, more magnetism within your connection, this lighthearted energy of playfulness, of not feeling too strained or drained about something. So look at that. Trust. There may be more trust within your connection. You may be cultivating more trust with your partner. Your partner may be cultivating more trust with you. And so that equal give and take is creating this beautiful energy where both of you are feeling more at ease with each other, okay, or within each other's, energy. All right. Trust says this situation is calling for you to have faith, especially if you've been hoping and wishing and yearning for something here. This is a possible good opportunity here where there may be an unexpected positive uh, spin, so to speak, of good luck here for you and your partner. Okay. Whether it's reaping the rewards of something or whether it affects one person, but of course it also impacts the other. So it could be external or internal. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius couples energy. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Both of you here feel quite satisfied in regards to whatever this beautiful destiny, opportunity, or serendipitous event where there's more magnetism, lighthearted energy, more trust within the connection, or cultivating more trust between each other here. Queen, I'm sorry, not the queen. Nine of Pentacles energy is this feeling like, you may be doing very well here, Sagittarius, but your partner may also be may be doing very well. It's like doing very well individually. It's like both of you are self-reliant. You don't need each other, but you want to be within each other's proximity or presence here. Okay. So there's this energy of like, I feel good alone or in a partnership, but the fact that I have a partner who's also self-reliant, who's doing what they need to do in order to, show up as a person who is, stable and secure, then I feel good with that too. So there's this sense of independence in the connection, but also knowing that you can rely on each other. So there's this kind of like, it's coming across as synchronous energy between the both of you. So both of you may be self-reliant. Both of you may be focusing here with this Queen of Pentacles, feeling like you're really satisfied with something, like whatever it is that you've been doing and working towards, whether it's in your career or your finances, or whether it is in connection to your connection, you feel like something is working out. Okay. Knight of Cups energy. I'm not surprised that this is here because I mentioned an increase of magnetism, flirting energy, romance, maybe even reignited passion. The Knight of Cups is an energy where either you or your partner or both of you together are more open to following your heart and your intuition. So you're more open to those moments where romance is at play, whether it's, flirty texts, whether it's communication, whether it's any of the 5 languages of love, you showing each other that trust is important, that romance and chemistry is important, and that both of you are very open to the possibility here of deepening your emotional connection. Now, I do want to mention here that Venus will enter Cancer as of May 18th. And I feel that once it does here, Sagittarius, there may be more of emotion, craving deeper emotions within your connection, cultivating more of a vulnerable environment so that there's this sense of trust and that there's this sense of stability here where both of you feel more open to expressing yourselves in a way that feels healthy, that feels lighthearted, that feels safe. Okay. So very, very beautiful energy here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate with you throughout the month of May. That being said, intuitive friends, up next we have Capricorn. But before I jump into Capricorn's reading, intuitive friends, don't forget, if you're here, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that these messages, or at the very least, the theme or the format, you like it, right? I'll give you more of what you like as long as you let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your May readings. They're already posted in the monthly playlist, as well as a pick a card reading for the fixed signs. So if you are a fixed sign in your sun, moon, rising, or other important astrological placements, then take a look at the fixed signs pick a card reading, and there you will get more information. That is in the timeless pick a card reading playlist. Okay. That being said, we have Capricorn followed by Aquarius and followed by Pisces, okay? But first, let's channel Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to the channel, whether you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Capricorn anywhere else on your astrological natal chart, where love, relationship, romance, companionship, partnership, marriage, or relationship may be at play. Okay, so if you have Capricorn in your Venus or Capricorn in your Juno, you could also have possibly here Capricorn in your 5th house or Capricorn in your 7th house. If that resonates for you, then these messages are for you. Now, Capricorn, this is not only for you, but it's for you and your partner. This is a couples reading. And today I'm going to be channeling messages here, focusing on what possible energy may be unfolding here for you between you and your connection here with your partner. So the possible energy of your connection in the month of May. Okay, these are the May readings. Capricorn, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you and your partner in the month of May. Now, I'll tell you this. Venus is first going to be stationed in Gemini for the early part of May. It's been there since April 24th. But once May 18th rolls around, there's going to be a whole new energy, okay? May 18th, Venus is going to go into Cancer. So two different energies where Venus may behave or show certain traits, okay? So you have here serendipity, sign, symbols, synchronicities, the universe giving you here, look at that, giving you back, you or your partnership, giving both of you something here of a surprise, okay? Serendipity events. This could be the Wheel of Fortune energy. By the way, I want to say, who was that? I think it was Sagittarius, and maybe even Scorpio here may have had this energy here as well. But serendipity, good luck is coming in. Things are reaping back into your energy field as a couple. Both of you may be feeling extra lucky here in the month of May. There also here a possibility of both of you being in the right place at the right time. Now, it doesn't have to be together, although this is a couples reading, but this could also be individually. So there may be like a good opportunity for you, Capricorn, that spins, and guess what? Your partner benefits, and vice versa. It could be here, Capricorn, that your partner, I should say, comes across some type of wonderful energy or good luck or this free spin on life, something beautiful coming in their way, and you reap the benefits, okay? But serendipity here is coincidences. Now, when I say coincidences, I mean symbols from the universe. So there could be a sign, symbol, synchronicity, being at the right place at the right time and being exposed to either the right environment, right connections, right information, perfect timing being at play here, and something maybe like you thought that you and your partner were like, we're just going to leave that. And now it's like, boom, the opportunity presents itself. So it may be that type of energy here. Let's get more details here for you, Capricorn, and let's see what else is coming through for you. What is the possible energy of your connection here, you and your partner, in the month of May? I feel that there's a sense of something turning around and being more favorable for the both of you. There's a sense of being more optimistic, maybe feeling an extra pep in your step, Capricorn, as well as your partner, or it could be vice versa, or both of you. But let's see what else is coming through. And you have here letting go of the past. That may be a very, very big, important theme here. By you and your partner letting go of self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, some type of old pattern here, and allowing yourself to open up to the possibility of co-creating with the universe and being just kind of open here, clearing your energy, saying, you know what? Yeah, we had the disagreement, we had that kind of heated debate, and you know what? Let's let it go. Let's focus here on, the beautiful part of our connection or our marriage, of our relationship. Okay. Let's take a look at the optimism. Let's see on the things that we want to turn around and, turn something into reality. What is the next milestone? What is the next step? Okay. So let go of the past and you have express your love. I feel there's going to be more expression of love languages here in the month of May, whether it be on your end, Capricorn, or on your partner's end, or both of you kind of here sharing that type of like give or take here. It says clear energy to allow more love in your life. And sure enough, clearing past connections of, when I say connections to arguments that you've had in the past, connections to disagreements in the past or recent past, letting go of those kind of residual energies and allowing yourselves to be more open here. There could be a brand new beginning. There could be some type of celebration, reunion here, serendipity, bringing the perfect timing of things. And feeling like you're reaping the rewards of something that maybe you've cultivated over time. Okay. Especially here with serendipity. It's like, now is the opportunity to see something grow even into a bigger level or a bigger milestone. All right. For some of you, you may be heading into a big milestone here in regards to your connection as well. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. And you have here Page of Cups. Love is in the air. Okay, like I said, either expressing love, chemistry, romance within the 5 love languages. This could be you, Capricorn, following your heart, your intuition, or vice versa, your partner with you. And there's this energy of being reciprocal. Okay, this reciprocal energy. I feel that there's an element of surprise. Listen carefully, Capricorn, whether you are giving the surprise or whether your partner may be giving you a surprise. The Page of Cups is the sense of unexpected emotions, unexpected reveal, unexpected kind of being swept off your feet. You have 2 cards here showing feet up in the air. So there may be more of this reconnecting with your partner, could be reignited passion as well. Page of Cups here, maybe deeper conversations, things expressed on a deeper level. Okay. There's a strong alignment here being felt because, again, like I said, you may even be working on here with the Knight of Pentacles, working on slowly releasing grudges or releasing here some type of kind of energy here of not agreeing with something, letting bygones be bygones. And here with the Knight of Pentacles is like you and your partner kind of really working on that, trying not to bring things from the past or trying to create more stability as time unfolds within your connection. So there's this beautiful kind of energy of maybe even talking about as we progressing in our connections, as we get older, as we, keep growing, keep adding years to our connection, keep adding more experiences to our connections. Okay. How can we continue to grow and blossom here? And make sure that there isn't like a stagnant energy, like a monotony energy. And I feel that that's why serendipity is here. Okay. I feel that there's an element of surprise here, whether it's you surprising your partner or your partner surprising you, in the sense of like, and maybe even talking about how surprised you both are that your connection has lasted as much as it has also here with the Knight of Pentacles. So there's this beautiful energy of like still putting in the time, the work, the patience, the consistency here in the connection, and allowing yourself to be led by your heart and your intuition together as a couple. Capricorn, that's all that I have for you and your partner. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification of alerts so that you don't miss uploading of content, as well as my 5-minute readings here on my channel. All right. That being said, up next we have Aquarius. But before we jump into Aquarius's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you just subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you are returning, welcome back. My name is Lexa Tarot. Down below, you will find my links and all information about me. Up next, we have Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are in Aquarius in your astrological sectors where it talks about love, connections, partnerships, relationship, marriage, connections, okay? Things having to do with love, then these messages are for you, okay? Those areas may be as follows, okay? Aquarius, if you are in Aquarius in your Venus, or if you're in Aquarius in your Juno, or if you're in Aquarius in your 5th house, or if you're in Aquarius in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. My name is Lexa Tarot. You're interested in learning about me and my credentials? Just take a look down below. Let's jump into your reading. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the possible energy of your connection in May between you, Aquarius, and your partner. Now, if you want to know more details, then take a look at your partner's your partner's reading in their astrological placements. Okay, you may get more information, more clarity, and more details here. So let's take a look here, Aquarius, at you and your partner. You have higher power. Okay, there's this energy here of being kind of like in sync or in link in regards to sharing. Like they say, like great minds think alike. There may be something that both of you are thinking, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I've been thinking. Or you getting a hunch and your partner saying, yeah, I've been getting that same type of hunch or kind of sixth sense energy as well. All right. So higher power here coming through for the both of you. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through. You could be more on level, especially if you felt this energy of disconnect between the both of you. Aquarius, I do want to mention that I do have a pick a card reading focusing on the blessings that may be possibly moving into your direction now that Uranus is out of Taurus. And you may be saying, well, why are you talking about Taurus and Aquarius's reading? Well, because Uranus was in Taurus. Ooh, look at that. Attraction just flipped over. Uranus was in Taurus for 7 to 8 years. And yes, it may have a ripple effect. It may have had in the past or recent past, because now Uranus is in Gemini. But it may have had a ripple effect in your life as well, because Aquarius, you are also a fixed sign. So I did a pick a card reading for Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, focusing on the next blessing here, the next chapter of improvement in your life, okay? So take a look at that pick a card reading. All right, you have here codependency, okay? Now, let me explain. Because there's attraction, but then there's codependency here. There may be an energy here within your connection, whether you may be thinking it and not sharing it with your partner, or your partner thinking it and your partner not sharing it with you. Codependency is the sense of attachment because one person is, how can I explain this? There is a sense of an attachment between both of you. So there may be a runner chaser dynamic. There may be one person who feels like I can't do this alone, and so I'm hanging on to another person. The other person may be hanging on because of they feel an emotional insecurity. So even if the connection isn't fantastic, they're still going to hang on because they're just like, this is what grounds me in any way, shape, or form. So whether it's that you may feel subconsciously that, maybe something that you are here feeling but not sharing, or whether your partner feels this way and they're not sharing it here with you. But there's this feeling here that there's an attachment or a codependent behavior, old pattern, shadow self here as well. There could be a runner chaser dynamic here, Aquarius, happening here within your connection, but something isn't on the up and up. Okay, there may be this kind of even energy, whether it's you, Aquarius, or your partner, where they feel like, oh, I feel like, my partner wouldn't be able to do this alone. They need me. Or you thinking that way about your partnership as well. It could go either way. So I'm getting the sense of like illumination, or thinking, I'm smarter, or I think, I feel like, if it wasn't because of me, you wouldn't be where you are. If it wasn't because of me, you wouldn't have X, Y, and Z, or you wouldn't be so stable in X, Y, and Z. So there may be a little bit of this kind of thought process happening. I feel that if it is here in the month of May, it's kind of quiet. So either someone may be having this conversation with someone they know, or you may be having this conversation with someone else, but I feel it's like behind the scenes. Is there an attraction? Yes. Is there romance? Yes. But there's also this sense of being very codependent on a connection here, where there is your partner with you or you with your partner, because there is this sense of like, well, I wouldn't either be able to do it alone, or I have a fear of abandonment, or there's a fear of stability here being at play, or like if it's not in this connection, I don't feel something may flourish. All right. So again, it could be you or it could be your partner. But there is a thought here that's coming across as that energy. Again, as I mentioned with attraction, yes, there's romance, but is there, it's kind of like this question. It's so interesting because I did place this long ago on my Instagram. And if you guys want to follow me, I do have my Instagram link is right underneath mine. It's underneath my banner. So it's one of those thoughts where it's like, are you in this connection, Aquarius, or is your partner in this connection with you, Aquarius? Are you in this connection because you're happy, or are you in this connection because you are comfortable? That's where the codependency, okay? So it's more of this, either you thinking about that or your partner thinking about that and gaining more of a clarity or perspective on that, especially because Venus, the planet of love, relationships and value and money and all that, is in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. And Gemini is all about the thoughts, the mind, the communication, the intellectual give or take in regards to conversation. So there may be the thinking of this energy. I feel that this attraction may kick in a little bit more, or maybe more, you know, at the forefront once Venus enters Cancer on May 18th, all the way through the ending of May. So again, there's this energy here. Give me more clarity here in regards to Aquarius and their partner here. Yeah. So that's where that codependency here is coming through. There's more thinking about that. And again, it doesn't take away the fact that there are genuine emotions here and romance. But here's the question. Like I said, there's this open-ended thought of, are you happy, or are you truly happy, or are you just feeling comfortable in the connection because you've been there a long time, or there's this kind of like codependency situation here. Okay. So you have here the Eight of Wands, again, communication at play. King of Cups, very much deeply looking at things from a sense of emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. King of Cups, very sure about their emotions. You feeling good about your emotions, your partner here feeling good about their emotions here. The King of Cups, this long-term mutual understanding, or there's an understanding of maybe, gaining a clarity here in regards to this codependency. It doesn't take away that there's a codependency here. It just says, yeah, there's a lot of emotions here. Okay, there's a emotional maturity, emotional intelligence. There's this calm, cool, collected type of energy, whether it's you, Aquarius, trying to kind of be very kind of not rock the boat, or whether it's your partner, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not going to rock the boat. You know, there is love here, there is stability here, but I feel that there's this energy of someone feeling or thinking that they have the upper hand. Like there's a sense of codependency here where that may be kind of like paying attention to a little bit more. There may be discussions having to do with that, or there may be here some type of theme. Maybe this sounds familiar to you, maybe in the past or recent past. The Eight of Wands is moving past obstacles and challenges. It could also be you overcoming this codependency thought, or maybe your partner overcoming this um, codependency thought. Okay, here with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Eight of Wands, communication. Eight of Wands, travel. Okay, there may be some talks about taking a staycation or a vacation here. There could be more communication between you and your partner through texts, through phone, through conversations in general. Of course, because Venus is in Gemini, and the fact that Venus is going to be in Cancer on May 18th, I feel that that is going to strengthen here the romance, the passion, and the kind of like deeper emotional connection here between you and your partner. That being said, Aquarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so that you are notified the moment I upload new content or when I do my 5-minute mini readings here on my channel, which are exclusively for those of you who are my subscribers. That being said, I see you in the next one. All right, intuitive friends, up next, we have Pisces, and we're going to be closing the reading here with Pisces. Don't forget, intuitive friends, to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to my channel so that as soon as I upload more messages, more content, or when I'm doing a live stream, you can come and participate. That being said, up next, we have Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, or a Pisces anywhere else on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, commitment, relationships, marriage, partnerships, and love in general, then these messages are for you also. Okay, so if you have Pisces and Venus, or Pisces and Juno, or Pisces in your 5th house, or Pisces in your 7th house, then these messages are for you as well. Now, Pisces, if you're interested in learning more about me, look down below. All my credentials are down below. That being said, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the couple's messages, the possible energy of your connection in the month of May. All right. Now, if you want to get more for your reading, okay, if you want to get more details, then take a look at other placements on your astrological natal chart. Your Venus placement, if you know it, your 5th house placement, if you know it, your 7th house placement, if you know it, or your Juno placement, if you know it. Those are the areas of love on your astrological natal chart. Okay. But if you also want to take a look at this as your sun, moon, and rising, that's perfectly fine too. All right. Don't forget to also take a look at your partner's messages as well. All right, Pisces, this is for you and your partner. Okay, you and your partner. So let's see what's coming through here as the energy. Have nighttime. All right. And building blocks. Okay. Listen carefully. I'm getting here this energy, Pisces, where you may be building you may be building or secretly in the back of your mind, you haven't said anything to your partner, or your partner not saying something to you, but there is something here connected, and I'm just going to bring it out because it does give more context here to your reading, where it says a time for a nap. Either in the back of your mind or in the back of your partner's mind, there is this kind of quiet energy about how are we going to continue together as a couple? Or Do we have the longevity? Do we have the proper foundation within our connection to continue to build together as a couple? Especially if there have been feelings here or thoughts before in the past or recent past, like something feels stagnant, something doesn't feel as alive as it used to. Things have become a little bit humdrum. Some things have become here kind of monotonous from time to time. So there is this energy here, could go either way, either you or your partner, where you're quietly either thinking about how you, Pisces, individually are strengthening your foundation and your building blocks while you are in this connection, and or vice versa. Your partner may be saying, quietly in the back of their mind, well, how can I continue to build here in whatever it is they're thinking about? I feel there's more like this hush hush. It's like someone quietly or secretly, taking certain things into consideration and another person taking some things into consideration. Okay. Only take that if that applies. There could be a slow build, maybe with money or career, that also being here at play, and really just kind of keeping something hush hush. So some of you, it's like, yeah, this is not the connection that I feel I'm going to be for the rest of my life. But since I'm in here right now, let me take advantage of X, Y, and Z. Let me get my ducks in a row, or vice versa. Your partner thinking that, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be that, but I got to be honest. That's how this is feeling with a time for a nap and building. Some secret thoughts or secret, whatever, someone thinking, oh, that my partner isn't really thinking about the future, and maybe they're not, because they're not telling you. It's because there could be something that they're planning behind the scenes, whether it's you or whether it's your partner. So there is that energy here. Okay, now let me also tell you this that's coming through: a time for a nap. Maybe right now there's a rest type of energy here, where you feel like something isn't moving and both of you are trying to figure out how to make something move, how to connect or work together as a couple to strengthen a foundation here that at times feels like it's not as romantic, as energetic, as passionate, as thrilling, or as, va-va-voom, if you know what I mean. Okay. So that's also the energy that I'm getting. Listen, that's not the only part of the reading. I still have more channeling to do, but that is here something that is coming through very loudly in this connection. Okay. In this reading right now. All right. Let me get more details here. Give me more details for, oh, that wasn't a very good shuffle there. Let's try that one more time. Okay, Pisces, let's see what else is coming through for you and your partner. Okay. I feel that there is a feeling here in the month of May where something doesn't feel as fiery, There could also be this introspective energy. There's a lot of soul searching here, kind of going deep, especially with the fact that Venus is in Gemini. Venus is going to be in Gemini until May May 18th. And then on May 18th is going to switch over to going into Cancer. So there may be lots of thoughts of how to figure something out, or how to manage something, manage a situation, maybe even manage or a goal in the long run here. But it's coming across as like the sense of like being a little bit more quiet, being more to yourselves, being more into your mind. All right. All right, Pisces, let's see what else is coming through for you. Let's get more. This could be the one and children. Okay. There could be, yep, look at that. I told you, you got separation here. This could go either way. For some of you, at the beginning of your connection, there was a lot of like, this is the person for me. Okay, by the way, I'm getting two messages. I'm going to channel the first message, which is more about leaning towards separation. And for others of you, I'm going to talk about that. If you don't feel like you're in that stage, then hold on a second, because I'm going to give you a message here for you. But again, this is feeling at the top, at the beginning of the connection, you felt that this person was the one. Okay. This is the one. This is the person I want to be with. There may have been in the past or recent past, either talks about children, or there may be children in regards to this connection. That's why it's not so easy to pick up and go and build somewhere else or build with someone else. Okay, so even if it feels humdrum and boring and whatever, or whatever adjective you want to describe, it's because there's a sense here, there's an obligation or duty that is present here with either a child or children. Or this could be a connection that has been together for quite some time. And it's like, well, the kids are young, or, whatever other storyline. Okay. But in the back of the mind, there's this sense of, I don't feel like something is moving and shaking in this connection. And quietly, there may be this quiet separation. Now, Pisces, whether it's you, or whether this is your partner, or whether you both are feeling this quiet separation within your connection due to monotony, due to, again, not feeling that romantic, being swept off your feet type of energy. But again, like I mentioned at the top of the reading, for those of you who are feeling that may be the case, that's the reason why you're in this connection. Okay. There could also be here finances being at play. I can't afford this by myself, or your partner or you. It could go either way. It could be either one of you feeling like, I need to build together. And there's also here even a possibility here, Pisces, where especially if there's a sense of like someone having to support the children, it's like, well, I might as well just stay and, just do it here in person. And it may be more cost effective than getting a full blown separation, because if there is something having to do with child support, I might have to pay more. So there's a sense of coasting here. And I'm sorry, because some of you, it's coming across as that energy. Okay, it may not be for everyone, but someone here in a connection, they're sleeping. They're sleeping on it. Okay, they're coasting. Okay, it's like, well, I might as well just stay for the kids, because you know what? When you come to look at it, I might not have to pay more because I'm here with the partnership, even though something feels a little bit off. Now, for those of you who don't feel that that's your problem or your message, don't worry. This could be something different for you. As I said at the top of the reading, Venus is in Gemini, and you may be in this energy, or your partner may be in this energy of being very reflective, doing a lot of soul searching. So even if there isn't a physical disconnect, or that the disconnect is not talking about divorcing, separating, or breaking up, this could be talking about right now at this moment in time in Venus and Gemini, there's lots of thoughts that is creating this either energetic separation where you may feel your partner is being a little quiet, or where you feel you're being a little quiet. Now, the separation may not be emotional, it may not be physical, but it might be energetic. There's more reflection going on. Why? Well, because there's more thoughts having to do or in connection with the foundation here, whether the foundation is finances, career, the future, children, family, whatever it is. Now, this type of reflection here may be thinking and reflecting the matter of children, either having more children, or having children, in general, whether someone may want to have children or they're not sure about having children. Okay. Now, children also comes across as page energy. Pages are all about the mindset. So some of you here, whether it's you, Pisces, or your partner, there may be some type of disagreement or not coming on the same page on something that is very important. It doesn't have to be children. It'll be something of very big importance. You may not be on the same page, and although you love your partner very much, you're kind of trying to figure out in your mind, behind the scenes, whether it's you, Pisces, or your partner, where you're quietly or silently trying to figure out how you can strengthen the connection, especially if there may be here some thoughts about we are not as much on the same page as I thought we were at the beginning of our connection, or as we were years ago. Okay. So, I feel that others of you are like, is this the one? Is this the one that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with? And their thoughts having to do with that. It's like, yes, this person is. I don't know if this person might be, but we have kids. But there's that energy here coming across here in the month of May. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so it might not resonate for everyone, but it has to be transparent in the energy that I'm seeing here and that I am picking up energetically in this reading. All right. So don't forget to take a look at your May readings as well, okay, Pisces, because those are up in the monthly pick a card reading. So let me because there's a very deep energy here of coasting. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna write it out. I'm not gonna, rock the boat. I'm just gonna write it out. Or I might take some time to think about it, but I'm not ready to share something here yet. Because it might create a separation, or it might create a little bit of friction in the partnership. So someone here may be deciding to intentionally be quiet. Okay, let's see. 4 of Pentacles. What did I say? Someone holding on to their valuable thoughts, opinions, something that is super important to them. They're guarding, they're holding on tightly to something. It could be their money, it could be their finances. Okay, someone is like, yeah, I'll spend your money, but you can't spend mine. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy here with the 4 of Pentacles. For others of you, 4 of Pentacles is coming across as this beautiful energy of like something meaningful. There's something very important and meaningful here that I feel that is stable, that I want to hold on to, whether it's love, whether it's because of children, whether it's because I don't want to separate, because that's going to immediately place me in a position where I'm going to have to pay more if there's a breakup, separation, or divorce, especially if there are children involved. But the 4 of Pentacles, again, take it as it may resonate. What did I say? I'm telling you, some of you, and I'm just gonna, some of you, it's like, this is like, yeah, some of you, even with the 9 of, cups right behind it, it's like you're on the brink of something here. Something may not be working in your connection, and you're really trying hard to make it work. You're really trying hard to make it seem to everyone that, yeah, we love each other. We're here. We're strong. There's a strong stability. But behind closed doors, especially with the Tower, that's Mars energy. This is a sudden change or a sudden action. It may even be a sudden argument here, where there are some unexpected conversations about maybe breakup, separation, or divorce. The Tower here, it's like you finally realizing, or your partner finally realizing, like, listen, this isn't working. Maybe both of you kind of agreeing, hey, let's just stick together for a little while longer, because either Pisces, you are building up your life, or your partner may be building up their life. Okay, so there's something here about that. And maybe it might be finances too. But there's this energy where the Tower is about a shakeup, some unexpected conversation, unexpected argument, unexpected revelation or discovery. Okay. Something you didn't know, something your partner didn't know, something that may be quietly happening behind the scenes, someone building their finances and not being honest. I don't have money, but in reality, they're putting away money aside, whether that be you or your partner. Okay. So there is this challenging energy that I've been feeling at the top of the reading. And the fact that the Tower is here is giving more validation, confirmation to the separation, whether there is or there has been, or there's more of that energy here of either an emotional separation, a physical separation, which is a breakup, separation, or divorce, whether there's an energetic separation, meaning you're both in the connection, you do love each other because it's not, there's some type of love here, or but there's a duty also here for some of you. And there's a sense of like, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. And yeah, we try to hang on to those good moments, but behind the scenes, when we're behind closed doors, there's a deep sense of, are we both moving in the direction of building together, or are we possibly here secretly building apart? Okay. There you have it. Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much, Pisces. If these messages don't resonate, don't forget, then take a look at your monthly readings. There may be some messages there for you that may resonate. That being said, take care, Pisces, and I'll see you next time.